are you? Guess what, everybody? We're back.
Back. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day.
We have been doing a lot of videos lately, okay? We stay on the internet. But we got some good ones today. Today we're going to talk about what's going on behind the scenes with Robyn Dixon ever since she disclosed the information that she knew about that Juan was having an affair. Then we're going to talk about Brandi Glanville no longer being on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know she was fired before. I'll make it make sense, people. I'll make it make sense. And then we're going to talk about what's the final story. Mary Cosby returning to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We got a good one in store for you guys today. But first, today's video is sponsored by Fetch. Rewards is a super easy to use app where you earn free rewards on literally anything you buy. Scan any receipt or e-receipt into the app to earn points, no matter where you shop or what you buy. And I literally mean any receipt. I recently took a few trips to a couple of retail stores. All I have to do to be rewarded is use the app on my phone to scan my receipts. And just seconds later, you receive your points into your account. It's really that easy. Anything you buy works with Fetch. Even if you have receipts that are up to 2 weeks old, you can still earn points. And if you shop with online retailers such as Amazon, it's even easier. You could have the app scan through your emails for e-receipts and it will submit them for you. You can then redeem those points for hundreds of different rewards, including Amazon and Visa gift cards. Fetch is easy and fast and 100% free. Fetch is even giving away bonus rewards to my viewers. All you need to do is download the Fetch Rewards app and use the code Sharrell when you scan your first receipt, and Fetch will reward you with 5,000 points. It's really that simple. So once again, thank you to Fetch for sponsoring this video. All righty, now that we got the bills out the way, what time is it? I'm gonna go ahead and start anyway, Perry. Sounds good?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's start with Brandi Glanville, people. Okay, she has to be the world's most muck up. Okay, she's a muck up. No, she really is. All she wanted out of life was to come back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Okay. Don't forget when she got fired, Andy was so upset with her, the way that she was acting towards Lisa Vanderpump. She called her a see you next Tuesday. You know what that means now, right, Perry?
Yeah, I finally figured it out.
Why does everybody hang out on Tuesday? She called Lisa Vanderpump a see you next Tuesday, and then she slapped her, and she was just being outlandish. That's how she was. So Andy didn't talk to her for a couple of years. Then she went on Big Brother, and then I don't know, something happened. He felt sorry for her, or I don't know, he had to change her heart. And then Big Brother, you have certain people from your past come back and wish you good luck. Most of the time it's family. In Brandi's case, it was Andy Cohen. And so after that, they developed somewhat of a relationship, and she came on the season with Denise Richards. Oh, she was a big part of it then, remember? Because she allegedly slept with Denise Richards, and that was a whole plot. And so, you know, they gave her a little plot, and you know, she's been inching her way back, and then they put her on Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip for the 4th season that they've been filming. But after the whole thing went down with Carolyn Manzo, and they said that she was kissing her unwanted kisses, they sent her home. But then they said, okay, this girl does not need to come back. Because what she did was a violation. They're calling it a violation. Okay, so they're looking at it as a unadvanced sexual attempt, right? And so they fired her again. How do you get fired before you even get on the damn show?
I mean, she can't be going on acting like R. Kelly. I'm just simply saying, like, I mean, you can't
Perry,
even.
that's ridiculous. Don't call her R. Kelly.
I mean, what's she doing? I mean, she walk up. You know, most ladies say hi, whatever. Might give a little hug. She's wanting to stick a tongue down their throat, give quickies. What the hell wrong with you?
We don't know how it went down, but okay, everyone's going to turn on me in the chat because everyone calls Brandi racist behind the scenes because she said one season Black people don't know how to swim. To one of the girls, she doesn't look African American, but she's got this long straight hair. I cannot think of this woman's name, and she's Puerto Rican, and then everyone knows that Puerto Ricans sometimes are mixed. Well, a lot of times are mixed with the African culture. Joyce, that's it. Somebody, thank you. So people have been labeling her racist behind the scenes. I really don't think she's racist. I think she's dumbest. She just is bound and determined to keep putting her foot in her mouth, and she'll take a situation that is meant to help her improve her life. She's been wanting to get back on Beverly Hills for the longest, and now you go do this. And I mean, if you're gonna kiss someone, Carolyn Manzo, I mean, she's probably like a 2 or 3 out of 10.
I mean, with some people, it doesn't matter. Like, she's a sexual freak. Okay.
Oh, Perry.
Who haven't she slept with? I mean, or wanting to sleep with? She don't matter with the other person, whether you're a 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, why did she go for 2 in Carolyn Manzo? I don't know. Look, I would, if I was going to get fired for giving sexual advances, who would I go for? I mean, you know, the cute people.
But, I mean, but maybe she thought it'd be more acceptable that way. You know, I don't know.
I would freak up Dina before I would Carolyn. I mean, oh my gosh, who else was on that the season coming up? I can't remember. I know everybody on the roster, but I can't remember. But anyway, she is fired. That's like getting fired on your day off. Remember Friday? You got fired before you could get started. Okay. Yep. Oh, Connie says Carolyn was pissed. Yeah, according to the rumors, she was pissed, and she probably kept pushing the issue. And Bravo doesn't want any trouble, especially in the R. Kelly department. You know, so it's a wrap. Poor Brandi, because you know they don't really need you, but she would have helped really egg things on with Kathy and Kyle. You know, and Kim. She would have been standing up for Kim again. And, you know, it's too bad, Brandi. And now, you know, I don't know, maybe Andy will have a change in heart in another 5 years. But as of now, it's a wrap for Brandi Glanville. Aww.
Yeah, she's like a female Michael Darby. Isn't she?
I don't know. She's a hot mess, but she has 2 children. And, you know, it was hard when Andy fired her because she would do any and every reality TV show because that's the only way she can make money. And yeah, that's no longer good. Has she ever been? She was on Marriage Boot Camp with her father. Yeah, she already did that show. I don't know what there are no reality TV shows left for Brandi Glanville. It's a wrap. You might have to head back to Sacramento, but then your dad's not talking to you. This is a mess. Poor Brandi. I do feel sorry for her. So it is what it is. Brandi, I do feel sorry for her. You don't feel sorry for her?
I mean, you know what? She's an adult and she can't control herself.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And then
I can't feel sorry for that.
You are touching or kissing.
Yeah.
Carolyn Manzo, she's mad. She's not going to let it go. Look, she has not talked to her sister in over a decade. Like, my goodness, why do you think she would be forgiving to you? This is a mess. I feel bad. You guys in the chat, no one feels bad. They're saying no.
I can't see it. I can't feel bad.
Look at this. Justin, back to the poll. Y'all are a mess. You're a messy. But anyway, that's the least of our problems. Let me do the other one that is not long, and then we got to get into this Juan Dixon and Robyn situation. Okay, people, it's being reported. Let me put this on the screen because I don't report anything. Why do I love visuals so much, Perry? It's a whole waste of time. Have you noticed that? It's a waste of time, but I got to get my pictures up there. It's being reported that Bravo is currently in negotiations with Mary Cosby. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you I'm for this. When Mary left, I was no longer interested in the show. I just wasn't. Sorry. It just, I thought the storylines were made up and they didn't execute them well. The whole Heather thing. I like Heather as a person, but girl, stop lying. Nobody hit you. Stuff like this. She's actually, in my opinion, saving the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
That show should have been canceled 2 seasons ago. So they're doing what they got to do to bring Mary Cosby back. And I'm sure when you are in the driver's seat and they want you really bad, you have lots of room to demand more money.
Right.
You're in the driver's seat and they want her back bad because Jen Shah's gone. Oh my gosh. What, that show is on life support.
Well, yeah, really.
So bring Mary back, throw some other nut jobs in the mix, and maybe you guys could say Salt Lake City. I still think they should bring back the regular cast. But Perry, if someone had to get fired on Salt Lake City, did you watch that?
This year?
No, last season one.
I watched it.
Who needs to be fired from Salt Lake City to make room for new housewives?
Not Meredith. Meredith probably need to stay.
Not Meredith.
She got a lot of, in the closet stories to come out. Let me think.
I think, well, okay, so who has to go in Salt Lake City? You guys put it in the chat. Who has to go at Salt Lake City? Because you've got,
I'm trying to remember the cast like
she
that.
can sing now. What's that girl's name? That thinks she can sing? Lisa. You got Lisa. You've got Heather.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the girl who got her husband fired. What's her name? That talks like this.
What's the one that got? Is that the one that got the stripper pole in the house? You know what I'm talking about?
Anyway, she has a stripper pole in her house. They shouldn't get rid of her. So let's see what the audience say. Lisa. Ooh. Heather. Oh. Bye, Meredith. All of them. That's it. Whitney. I missed it. Whitney. That's it.
Heather like those brothers in a U-Haul.
Whitney or Lisa. Lisa. Ooh, Lisa. It's not looking good. Lisa. Ooh, Lisa. It's not looking good. Meredith. You can't get rid of Meredith. She loves to cheat. Lisa. Oh my God, Lisa. It's a wrap. You should start applying for different reality shows. Whitney. Look at it. Crybaby,
that's her name,
Whitney, Heather. In all honesty, anyone can go for me. I don't care. that show is. I did not watch it. I watched 2 episodes, and I was like, this must be cut from our roster immediately.
Do you think Bishop Blackhead could be related to Mary Cosby? No, it's just an off question. I'll just ask.
What? Perry, what goes on in that head of yours? What goes on? Okay.
Now they get the same kind of game. You know what I mean? I think she wear Gucci too, don't she?
Peggy said nobody. Peggy, they have to bring in other housewives. There's no star, as Nene would say. Remember the video I did yesterday? There's no star over there on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Because Jen was the star. And then Mary was too.
They figured Jen ain't coming back for a couple years. So maybe they don't have to let nobody go. Just bring somebody back. I don't know.
Andy Cohen was going to interview Jen Shah, and then he changed his mind because people were in the comment section probably were saying, why? Who cares? She's gone. So people weren't sympathetic towards Jen because she stole from senior citizens. Like, that's the worst. Anyway, let's move on to the real story, okay? So congratulations, Mary Hopefully you can save that pitiful show. So bad. Now let's talk about this Robyn Dixon and Juan story. Hold on one second. You know why I like to do the pictures? Because it takes a minute for them to, when they break your video up into chapters, it takes a minute. So if you're watching before that, you could just see the person's picture that I'm talking about. And you can fast forward if you're just interested in a certain story. Okay. And a lot of people are going to fast forward to this Robyn story. Okay. So Robyn is going through some things behind the scenes. Let's start with her being paranoid. They're saying that she's not taking well the backlash that she's getting after announcing that she knew about Juan's affair. But that was one affair with the girl from Baltimore that I was telling you guys about. There's multiple girlfriends because allegedly the girl from Baltimore is mad at Juan because he cheated on her. You're the side piece. And she threatened to out it. And so they tried to get ahead of the story and out it themselves. But she's worried that Bravo is going to make her a storyline on the upcoming season and perhaps contact other girlfriends that she doesn't want known out there. But you know that's going to happen, Robyn. You are definitely the upcoming season's storyline.
And she should be.
She should be. Shouldn't she be?
I don't give a damn about the hats, you know, and
the wedding,
her being in everybody else's story. Yeah, I mean, come on, let's get to the real stuff.
And I'm not trying to scare you, Robyn. I can guarantee right now, as we speak, Bravo is talking to some ex-girlfriends, and we're gonna know just how bad Juan's cheating habit really is. I mean, you deserve to be the target. I agree with Perry. So she's paranoid. So she's been getting together with Ashley and Giselle, and they're trying to think of other storylines for the upcoming season. I don't care what your story. And Ashley is suggesting to sticking with the, I wrote it down, with the Chris Bassett storyline, being a perv. That's not going to work either, Ashley.
Yeah.
That is not going to work.
It didn't work this year.
It did not work this year. Sticking with that. No. You guys are on the chopping block now. And what I mean by that is they're going to find storylines for Ashley, for Robyn. Robyn, you're going to be the center of the whole show on the upcoming season, okay? So, go ahead, get your therapist on speed dial. Get your therapist on the speed dial, and everyone's going to turn on you when this happens, because no one wants to be in the hot seat. That's what I'm going to call it. And I have a feeling it's going to be double trouble. Karen Huger has been sitting on some secrets, and she's going to release them. That's what I think. She's going to say, yeah, I knew about that. Because what Karen does, and I do this a lot too. Perry, I do this a lot. You guys, this is one of my downfalls in my personality. If somebody does something to wrong me, this is terrible. It's just the way I am. I won't do anything about it. I'll just sit on it. And let's just say you've got, I don't know, people do videos about me that I don't even know. If it comes into my knowledge that you are doing this to me, I won't do anything. I'll sit on it. Perry, tell him I will sit on something for 3 to 5 years. Then when you least expect it, lawsuit, or I will reveal the things that I know about you. Because when you turn on me, all bets are off. And so that's what Karen does. She's not fooling me. I know I do it all the time, Karen. And it seems like you guys go, why did Sharrell turn on so-and-so? What happened? No. They wronged me in the past. And then out of the blue, when you least expect it, especially I do this really good too, because when you become the main things that all the blogs are talking about, and they've got your attention for this certain thing, then I'll come in and finish you off. Is that bad?
Grow the fuck up.
I do that all the time. There is a blogger that tortured me. She tortured me for years. And then, when everyone says, well, who's really behind that? Then I had to come through with what I knew. But that's what Karen's going to do. She's going to come in with all the dirt that she knows about Robyn, especially look how Robyn was treating her.
Okay.
Look how Robyn was treating Karen. So it's a hot mess. But not only that, let's talk about the Carlos King thing. So Carlos King is going publicly saying that Robyn should be fired. He's talking allegedly to other bloggers. I love you too. Thank you, Brenda. I don't know how people think I'm innocent, but I'm really not. Am I innocent, Perry?
Nope.
I've gotten really good at sitting on information from people. But anyway, so Carlos King is shaming Robyn publicly. But according to the rumors, he's contacting other producers and really trashing Robyn. Let me give you a taste of what he's saying. Hold on.
All the way real on this podcast today because I am pissed. Robyn admitting that she hid her story from the world on the show that pays you is a slap in the face to everyone involved, including the audience. And the fact that you have the audacity to go on your podcast to reveal this, we spent this entire half-assed season with these made-up storylines about Chris Bassett. And yes, I'm going to say made up because I allegedly was told that a few of the housewives had a meeting before filming about what the storyline was going to be and that this Chris Bassett stuff was part of that conversation. I've always said there was something off about this season, and now I know what it is. None of y'all are living your real lives. Your admission, Robyn, has proven the fact that Potomac is nothing but a show about women exposing each other and throwing each other under the bus. It's not about real friendships, real relationships, or your real life. It's not about that anymore. I feel like the only persons who really want to give their real lives and really are looking for a connection with the cast is Candace, Wendy, child, even Mia.
He's right about that. But listen, he's really confusing me. First of all, why is Carlos King looking like DJ Richie? Like, you are stealing DJ Richie's look. We already have a DJ Richie, okay? He's a nice looking young man. You're wannabe. You're wannabe DJ Richie. You've turned into a blogger. He has his own channel now. I think he's friends with DJ Richie. You might envy DJ Richie, okay? You really might envy DJ Richie. Kenya got fired for hiding her wedding to Mark. Oh, yes, it's true. This is true. So Rob the Builder, y'all are messed up. Robyn needs to go. Carlos needs to shut up because some of his marriage, what is that show called? Love and Marriage Huntsville cast is lying. Ooh, what? Oh my God. Okay, so listen. I love y'all. And Tom Girardi was indicted for fraud. I know. I'm trying to stay away from the Tom Girardi stories for personal reasons. I'm over it. It's crazy. But anyway, so why is he so concerned? He's going behind her back, telling other producers over there at Bravo that she needs to be fired. You are all in the Bravo business.
Right. But
why
I agree with
him. Not worried about what goes on in Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I agree with him though.
It has nothing to do with him. Why is he in other business?
That's his competition, okay?
No, Perry, no.
They got a reality show. He's just saying, hey, you know what? I mean, you know what? If they knew something about his show that wasn't real, they probably throw it out there. They might not come out directly and say
what other producer do you know comes out and worries about other TV shows?
Well, I don't really know any, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Carlos has some kind of plan. First of all, he really wants to be DJ Richie. He is morphing into DJ Richie. He did not look like that last year. He did not. Okay. And then you want DJ Richie's job. something is going on behind the scenes. Carlos, I'm sorry. It's my duty. I gotta get to the bottom of it. Or feel free to call me and let me know what the plan is, because this isn't making any sense. He's got Nene Leakes, who used to hate his guts, all up in his comment section again. What is going on, people? What is going on?
Battle with Andy. See, he sort of got.
This has to do with Andy Cohen.
He got a little you in him, right? Where he might sit on it. He might sit on it for a little bit. Now he's taking action. Right?
Oh my God, Perry! Yeah. I think you're telling the truth.
Right, I am.
I fell for my own tricks. Let me tell you guys, when I hold on to information and then I spit it out when the person's going on a sinking ship, everyone goes, why is Sharrell doing this? Where's this coming from? It's the past. I fell for this trick. Now he is after Andy Cohen.
So get a man his props. And the crazy part, he's not hiding it though. Like some people throw a rock and hide their hand. Yeah, he coming out here directly saying, look, your shit is a fraud over there. You
are so right, because now Nene Leakes hates Andy Cohen, and now he befriends Nene again? This is so good. I told you behind the scenes is 110% more juicier than any script they could ever give you.
So go, Carlos.
You want now look, Perry, be careful what you say, because you don't know who's watching. You want Carlos King to take down Andy Cohen. Now, people are watching you.
I want to see the battle. I just want to see it. Look, I'm here for entertainment. If
I didn't say that, anybody watching, that's Perry. That's Perry.
I'm just saying, let's see how the chips fall. Let's go with it.
You are just as messy as me. Oh my God, you are messy.
Yeah, shit. I ain't got time to waste.
Remember, when you say that, certain people won't forget, and then they will hold that over your head for the next Sharrell, 10 years.
They do the same thing with the shows. That's why we didn't hear Robyn's real story. Let's just go back to the facts. Now, I mean, if that girl getting paid to show us her story and she's sitting on a lie and lying on somebody else about their damn story, you need to go.
Let me tell you this, you guys. Let me tell you
like
this.
Kathy Hilton sleeping on the job.
Let me tell you, I'm not being... Listen, all the people that we talk about watch our show, okay? And if you say something they don't like, they will hold it over your head. And a certain someone was pissed at me for outing Mary Cosby two seasons ago.
Yeah.
This is a hot mess. But that's my job. Listen, blogger is a substitute name for find the dirt.
You can call me a snitch. I don't care. It's for entertainment. I mean, that's what you want me to talk about it, so let's talk about it.
Perry, your nickname is the snitch?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. We are really pissing people off. I'm not here for the Carlos and Andy beef, okay?
I'm here for it, though.
I'm not stupid, huh?
I'm here for it.
Perry, you are a hot mess. You are a hot mess. I mean, we are finally getting over some old beefs, shall we say, with, calling out people's robberies and stuff like that. Right. You want to go back into the lion's den?
No, I'm not. I'm watching them from outside.
Hi, guys.
Hey, AJ, hold on. I got a lot of stuff.
Hi, Perry.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
I'm
Sheila.
good. How are you guys?
Chilling.
Hello.
Hey, Sheila.
Hi. How are you, AJ?
What up?
Hey, guys.
Okay, let's go with AJ. AJ, sound off first.
Oh my God, Sharrell, you've got so much tea today. Oh, I'm just like gagging right here. Where should I start? Okay, let's start with Mary Cosby. Okay, Mary Cosby, that's great news if she's going to come back to Salt Lake City, because I stopped watching it too. It's so boring. The reunion is coming up. I think the reunion is actually playing, and they only got 4 cast members left.
Oh
and
gosh.
Right,
because
and they got 2 extras.
What's her name? Jen Shaw didn't go, right? They uninvited her.
She said that she couldn't turn up because her lawyers recommended she shouldn't go. But I don't think that Andy wanted her there anyway. But she did call in because they had to. Meredith called her. because Lisa Barlow was calling her a liar and something, and she had to call her. And yeah, it was dramatic. But and also, would you speaking about Brandy Glanville as well?
She got fired.
Yeah.
Oh, she got fired from the from the Beverly Hills Housewives.
Right, because she was supposed to come back this season, and now she got fired before she even stepped foot on the set.
Oh,
crazy!
This is so. Why would they fire her? I don't understand. Because
she made kissing advances towards Carolyn Manzo. She was filming for the Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yeah.
And they looked at it as sexual advances. I'm sure Carolyn Manzo was screaming till the cows came home.
Yeah, that is a little bit a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Actually, that's not cool.
No,
but she's great TV, so I'm gonna miss her.
Yeah.
And now Robyn. Oh, you know what, Robyn? I predicted this. This is gonna be so good. Like you said, it's all gonna be about her next season.
Yep. And she knows it, and she's panicking.
And she knows it. She is panicking.
I don't think she can afford to quit because Juan is going to get fired any day now with that lawsuit. No, I really think he's going to get fired. I do.
Oh my God. It'll be so good. No, but I hope he does too. Sorry. Yeah. But I hope he does. And I hope we're all going to watch it. But this is she like interested? I mean, would I be interested more in her? I don't know, Sharrell. She's still like, I'm not interested in her life.
That Juan cheated with coming forward, Karen telling the stuff that she knows. I am here. What's her name? Robyn's gonna have a nervous breakdown next season. Trust and believe. She's been hiding a lot of stuff since day one. Like, why don't you tell us that you had an affair with the businessman that stole you and Juan's money? Like, she's been lying about everything. That man jumped off of a bridge and ended his life because of Robyn Dixon.
Damn.
Yeah.
We need to know about that.
We do. We need to know about that. And they are burying everything and concentrating on Blue Eyes. So this is why I'm saying I'm Team Karen, because Karen is actually outing her. And it seems like she's the only one who's going to do it. And Ashley, she might betray them next season. Ashley's desperate. You got to remember Ashley. She should have had a book by now and all these millions, but she's still stuck there with 2 children and cheap clothes. And you know what?
You are messy.
Well, it's true. She barely wears any clothes, and it's just so tacky. But she needs to step it up next season as well. And it's not going to stick. This affair thing, it's not going to stick. She needs to bring it more, a little bit more. Maybe start having an affair with Robyn.
Sheila, sound off. You are a mess.
Let's juice it up.
You know what? I do not feel bad for Robyn. She has everything that's coming to her in season 8. To finally be exposed for all the lies, the shenanigans that she went through, and just jumping in people's face and jumping bad. And she lied. Her coming out with those receipts was nothing but a lie, because if she was so okay and knew about it, why did she jump in Ashley's face and go to her job? She's forgetting she did all of that. And I don't feel sorry for her. And I'm happy Mary is coming back. So when she come back, Perry and Sharrell, be easy on her.
No, listen, Mary Cosby. I might not even watch that show next season. So I'm done. I did what we had to do.
Okay, just be easy. If you get the notion, be easy, because I mean,
everybody blames me for Mary Cosby.
I'm not blaming you. Hey, the facts are the facts.
Yeah,
just be easy.
That was really, really bad. Hey,
Don,
and
as far as
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Brandi is concerned, you don't do that to anybody.
No,
you just don't. And Carolyn, I don't blame her. It would be like if you're at the store and somebody walks up and try to kiss you. For one, you don't know what kind of diseases they may carry or any of that nature. And to just do that is
and about. And she knows the mafia. She knows the mafia. You don't know who you're messing with.
I don't blame her if she did complain, but I'm happy everything's that's going to happen for Robyn. And if you watch, I can't think of her name, Oh gosh, Karen's the grand dames. If you watch her blogs, she calls Robyn Robert.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah, she's
She
calling
calls
her
her
Robert.
Robert.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
calling her Robert on her
What does
podcast.
Karen know? She knows something.
She keeps calling her Robyn, and the things that she is saying, she said that she has a lot of information like you that she had set back on, would not have said anything about. Um, she says she feels like she's been vindicated. Um, because of the things that they've shown. And she said, and Charisse has the nerve to call me drunk, and all the scenes and everything that she's done, she's been drunk on just about every scene.
It's
That's
true.
so good.
She
That-
looks
But I'm
sloppy
going
and
to drop
drunk.
off, and you guys keep doing the wonderful job, and I will listen in the background.
Okay,
All right, take
thank you,
care.
You
Sheila.
guys have a
Let me
great
tell
day.
you
Bye
this.
bye.
You guys, listen. Blogging is a business. In any business that you're in, you're going to have some kind of competition acting crazy. This is the perfect method that I've developed. I'm not a mean person, but when a person's down, you got to make sure you knock them out. So then you have to come with the tea. It really works.
Oh, you basically saying it's survival mode, really, or like
So let's
you've
say
got
someone's
somebody's
trying to
coming for
destroy
you.
someone's trying to
Yeah.
destroy your business, and you've known dirt about them. When they're doing you wrong, you do nothing about it. You let them keep doing you wrong, and you write it down, and you write it down, and you tally it all in your mind. You get it all stored in here, and then if you know a secret about this person, if they're doing you wrong, you don't do anything about it. I hold on to things 3 to 5 years, and then when that person is down, because everybody's career is up, everybody's career goes down, and when they come out, then you hit them with the TKO punch. You say, oh, and that's not all they're doing. They did this, and they can't take it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dawn. Sound off.
Well, I'm going to start backwards. Carlos King. See, Carlos King is upset because he has rolled hard for Robyn and Giselle this entire season. He has rolled hard for the both of them. And on his podcast, he calls Giselle the executive producer of the show, the force multiplier of the show. Like she's just, she's everything. And he is pissed off at both of them because they both knew about this information and came out. Now he's, I agree that, so he's best friends with the showrunner with the at Potomac. So that's why he's
but Don, this is not his job. He works
exactly
over there.
Right. It's not his job, but he said he wants to see real stuff and not going after other people's, like.
Okay, Don, I'm going to ask you straight up: is Carlos King a disgruntled ex-employee of Bravo's? Come on, Don. You got it in you.
If he didn't have anything going, I would say yes. But the fact, that he has, his own shows, I don't know. He might miss Bravo.
Barely talks about them.
But,
all he talks about is housewives.
If he didn't have anything going, maybe yes. But this last, I really don't know. He may. I know he don't like Andy. I can say that.
Exactly. Give me one good reason. Wait, no. Let's start here. Give me one other producer that started their own YouTube channel and start blogging about another network. Name me one producer that's done that. Most of the time, we don't even know the names of the producers, the public.
No, only Andy Cohen.
Yeah, that's true. But he was exactly right on what he said about Robyn. Show your life.
Right.
Show your life. Giselle,
show your life.
Show
your life.
Instead of going after other people, Giselle went on this fake date after the entire season wrapped up so she can have something to talk about at the reunion.
Exactly.
Like she's dating
Giselle
somebody
has a whole boyfriend that she doesn't talk about. She has a whole boyfriend.
She was spotted with him after the season wrapped up, just before they taped the reunion.
Oh, was she spotted with him? Okay.
Yeah, so she can have something to say that she's dating somebody. But what happened the entire season? No, she didn't talk about them. She didn't talk about her boyfriend. But
Dawn, answer this person's question. Talk about what happened over on the Real Housewives of Atlanta when Carlos King was the producer.
Well, you know, when Carlos was produced in Atlanta, allegedly he told Phaedra about Candy's dungeon, and Phaedra brought it to the show.
And they end up firing
and they
Phaedra.
end up getting rid of Phaedra, and Carlos was no longer the producer. I don't know if they mutually split ways or they got rid of him, but he was gone.
He got fired. And that was season 9 of Atlanta. I think they're on season 14, right?
And he was also on the Real Housewives of New Jersey as well, right?
Right.
He was producing that as well.
Jersey. Yeah.
But they got rid of him. He couldn't even do New Jersey anymore.
Right, because allegedly he told Phaedra about the dungeon.
So Perry, if that happened on season 9 and now they're on season 14, how many years? That's 6 years that he's held this grudge.
It's so sad.
Yeah,
and he's not going to win. It's like, you know, he's against Lucifer here. Lucifer against David. It's got no. It's David against Goliath. Sorry, he's got no chance. He can't win.
Sound off, Emmanuel. I'll come back to you, Don. Hold on 1 second.
All right, a few things. First, I agree with everybody. Carlos King needs to stop because every time I go on Twitter or whatever, all I see is Carlos King talking about Atlanta, talking about Potomac, talking about New York. Like, maybe if you focus on his shows, they wouldn't be so boring and people would watch them.
Exactly. On his closet.
Wow.
Focus on your own closet.
Yeah. Brandi.
We are messy over here. We are messy.
I mean, so Carlos can't be a fan though.
And also, can I say DJ Richie Sky is actually more popular than him because he's got more followers and he earns more money than him on YouTube, if we're going to be real about it. But he might be more known, but he's definitely not like kids are watching
I didn't say that. That's a call. That's a panelist. I mean, I didn't say that.
Okay, and then as far as Brandi, you know, I was kind of like a little excited that she would be joining Beverly Hills because I thought she changed, but I see that she hasn't. Because I mean, everybody like just let's remember she's always been like this, slapping people, throwing drinks, and I mean she messed with you don't mess with an Italian grandma, you know, she messed with the wrong one. But the thing is that like they allow these people to get away with so much that then they don't know where to stop. And I'm kind of connecting that with like Giselle and Robyn, because first of all, I question the timing that she came out with this after the reunion was taped. I also, you know, a lot of everybody thinks that she will be coming back for season 8, but I've been like reading some things that some producers don't want her to come back because they are really mad that she did this off camera. And not only that, she was like, oh, go to my Patreon to see the rest of the details.
Yeah.
So if
Patreon, she's so broke.
If they could find these women that Juan is talking about, been talking to, been dating or whatever, sleeping with, I'm sure they'll bring her back. And I'm sure Karen is willing to talk now. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And then one more thing, let this be a lesson that you do not mess with Karen Huger, the Grand Dame. Okay.
Hold on, let's go back really quickly.
Yeah.
Before I move forward, Emmanuel, you seem like a grudge holder too. I'm a grudge holder. I am.
No, you know, I'm actually the opposite. When like I forget.
Are you a Scorpio?
No, I was April. Taurus.
Oh, April. Yeah. You're Taurus. Me too.
I forget. But there's a difference when somebody's like trying to like break you down, and like you're like, okay, wait a minute. If you're gonna tell what you think, I'm gonna say everything I know.
Yep.
So,
I'm like, okay, Essence, sound off.
Hey.
Hey.
I did think it was a little weird that Carlos King came out. So here are my conspiracies.
Okay,
for one, I'm also whispering a little bit because I'm at work. For one, I think either Giselle is already starting to throw Robyn under the bus, and maybe him and Giselle are in cahoots. So he's kind of like starting the witch hunt. I mean, it could be. I'm just saying because he didn't mention Giselle, and we all know that Giselle and Robyn are two peas in a pod. Number two, I also think it's weird that he got fired or let go from Bravo or left, and then hired Monique after she left Bravo. That was really weird. And now Monique is on. Now Monique is not on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So things are a little bit shaky with Carlos King. So I think he might be in cahoots with Giselle. What was my other thought?
That is interesting.
Is that on Sue's?
Listen.
That show?
They are in Giselle and Robyn. God is good, okay? They are in backed into a corner. Like Ashley, she's actually one of my favorite housewives because she plays the long game. Like she actually got her eye on the prize all the time. Like she don't play, she don't let up. She knows what's going on and she never forgets it. So she's not in trouble. But Robyn,
wait. Hold on, Essence. You're saying that none of these women can trust each other? Is this what you're saying?
Absolutely not. And Ashley is a employee of Bravo, and she navigates the show like she remembers that every scene.
Yeah, she's easy to manipulate. They'll probably take her into a room and sit her down.
Hold on,
and
we
they
gotta
tell
let
her
Essence
what
finish.
to do.
She's at work. Go ahead, Essence.
Someone said he did mention Giselle, but he didn't drag her for filth because at the end of the day, first of all, Giselle didn't give Robyn any heat. That sounds ridiculous, girl. You said, and I quote, "I'm in a hotel room with a man that isn't mine," to Candace, but your friend was in a room with a man. Your man's friend was in a room with a girl that wasn't his. So what's tea?
Wow. All
so
right.
what's tea, Giselle? That's all I gotta say.
Okay. You had to, that was thought out.
That's
like
very good.
You must be are you a detective? Because
that was very good.
It was very good.
Conspiracy theorist on the inside.
Okay, Sin, go ahead, sound off.
You got me convinced now.
Sin, can you hear us, Sin? You're on mute.
Yeah. Okay, now you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I think that mess with Robyn opened up a can of worms that she ain't gonna be able to eat. With Juan, she been knowing about all that mess the whole time and try to act surprised. And you see how Ashley was like, well, Karen said that Juan was with a blonde-headed woman and holding hands, and she tried to act like she didn't know. Girl, bye. Bye. And they ain't nothing but roommates with benefits. That's all they are. And
what if Robyn was watching this right now? Would you say it to her face?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't control the panel. Go ahead.
This is my opinion, not Sharrell's. That you are nothing but a roommate to Juan. And you got arrangements. You do what you want to do, but I better not hear about it. And then when it came out, she's like, "Oh well, I knew about it. I knew about it. We took care of that. Go to my Patreon, girl. Bye."
Okay, misbehave and sound off. Y'all are messy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
So this is what I say. Carlos was not fired from Bravo because if he was fired, they wouldn't be allowing Martell to come over there and film with Sheree because
Hold on one second. Everyone go on mute. That's not speaking. Somebody's doing something in the background. Go ahead, misbehave.
Okay. I said, I don't believe Carlos was fired. Candy said that story wasn't true. But if he was fired by Bravo, they wouldn't be allowing Martell to come over there and film with Sheree. Competing networks normally don't allow their cast to go to an alternative network. That's number one. Number two, we've known that Robyn and Juan were roommates in season 1, episode 1, when they caught Juan hiding in the closet, talking on the telephone, hiding from the cameras.
Right. I remember that. Listen, I don't know why Candy is lying. It's a clear known fact that Bravo fired him.
But
maybe she's saying because they were like, we're not going to renew our contract with you. You know how they play those word games?
Right, exactly. But honestly, no matter what anyone thinks about Carlos, so if he was fired or not, Real Housewives of Atlanta has not been anything since he left. And
it really hasn't.
And to people saying that he needs to focus on his shows, yeah, he does, but his shows are highly entertaining. And if they weren't, he has a new show coming out on We TV called Groaning and Gospel. So
Carlos, wait, is that going to be him telling gossip on the show?
No, that's about church people being out there in the world.
Oh
These are gospel artists, but they're bringing the ratchet.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh, another flop.
One of them was a stripper.
So look, he's the king of reality, but he's also the king of ratchet. And I think him acting as if he's upset about Giselle, Robyn hiding. Man, you've been hanging with them for years. You vouch for them. Come on, it's fake outrage. In the words of Trump, fake news.
Looks like nobody's feeling sorry for Robyn. Oh my!
Absolutely not.
Oh,
You know what else,
Carlos.
Sharrell? You know what else too? I think if Robyn doesn't come back, she might be found in breach of contract. Unless her contract was supposed to end season 8, she might be found in breach of contract, or she might be let go because of violating a non-compete clause. Because you cannot take stuff that's supposed to be for Bravo and sell it on another platform. That's technically competing. For example, I have a client, she has her own hair business, and she hired somebody to take photos of the hair for her. But that lady worked for a large hair company, and the hair company told her, like, you can't do this. You cannot take pictures of another person's hair care line because you work for us. That is competing. So I think with Robyn going on Patreon was something that should have been on Bravo. She might have violated a non-compete clause.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
But she did wait until after the show to come on out with all of this, after the reunion, so it wouldn't be a topic on the reunion, so she didn't look like a fool that
she should have went to Bravo, like saying, okay, this story's about to come out. I want to get ahead of the story. You just don't take it into your own hands and go to Patreon. Who does that?
And look what happened on Beverly Hills. Remember, they did all of that with Kathy Hilton to suppress the Erica Jane story. They did all that with Kathy to hide all of that, the earrings and stuff, all of those lawsuits. They did that to Kathy to bury it. I think that Robyn and Giselle took a note from Beverly Hills and tried to do the same thing, but it just went wrong. That's what I think.
Sound off, Butterfly.
Oh my goodness. Robyn should definitely be fired because she spent 8 seasons hiding that Warren was.
Butterfly, if they fire her, we need Bravo to make her the storyline next season. What do you think about that?
I mean, that does make sense, but if they're not if they're not gonna make it the storyline and these women give it to her, then she needs to be fired. Because that was the whole objective, to avoid all of this. And that's why she waited till after filming to admit. And she waited even after filming the reunion. She gave them a clip from Jamaica after her brother-in-law's wedding. And why would you even get married at the same time? Why would you take somebody else's shine?
Yeah.
That's why
her brother-in-law.
A lot of things that she did does not make any sense. And I just want to say this. I don't care what nobody say, but I don't feel bad for Candace. You know why? Because Candace told on herself in the beginning of the season. First of all, she said out her own mouth, I've sat on the phone with Giselle for hours while she plotted. So once again, Monique is vindicated. And I don't feel bad for Candace and Chris, because when it was Monique's turn, Candace acted like she didn't know. And this is why Monique was so mad at Candace, because they were friends. They was working on the friendship, and Cameron's the one who came and told Monique instead of Candace. And then Candace even went on live and admitted that she knew. And then she sat on season. Now that it's her and her husband, she want to out sitting on the phone with Giselle for hours plotting. So I don't feel bad for Candace and Chris. I'm sorry.
I have to agree with you, Butterfly. Monique is vindicated. They went after her. Yeah, she's vindicated.
They were jealous of her. They was jealous of Monique.
And they were double teaming her. You know how they do the thing.
Yep. The Green Eye Monsters.
Don, what's up? What's up, Don?
You know, I agree with that Monique is vindicated. I think Robyn actually needs to come back next season, but she needs to be demoted. Betty Rubble can stay off next season. She doesn't need to come back. But
did you just call Robyn Betty Rubble?
No, Sharice.
I think I hit the wrong button.
That's a linebacker.
Did you see her in that blue dress from the reunion? She like Betty Rubble.
But hold on, guys. Nina, I hit the wrong button. I think I kicked you, blocked you from permanently coming on.
Oh Lord.
I can't fix it now. That's a mistake. I'm sorry, Nina.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I disagree. I don't think she should be coming back to season 8 in any capacity, only because we know she doesn't want to talk about it. Juan is definitely not going to sit and film anything about it. Giselle's not going to press her on it. So what's the point, you know? She might as well go look for a job at Red Robin's.
Y'all are messy.
They need the money.
Y'all are messy.
They do need the money.
He needs to face the music next season.
Yeah,
she needs to face the firing squad from Karen, from Wendy, from all of them who she gave hell to for the past umpteen seasons. She
do.
Giselle needs to face it too. Because when Candace was on Watch What Happens Live, Andy asked Candace who was faced with the most like controversy at the reunion, and Candace said Mia.
Yeah,
Mia. But Andy said Giselle.
Girl, blah.
So
of course
I would like
to
to see how it plays out.
He's victimizing Giselle. He's victimizing her, and he's grooming her to step into a space of poor me, poor me. I think that Giselle should be demoted to a friend of Robyn, and if Robyn is not fired for a breach of contract, she should be held to the fire. And I think that she should get dragged from episode 1 to the finale. Yep. And Giselle should only be able to show up from time to time to make her feel better.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Right.
If that's gonna work.
Do you think that Carlos King has created a new genre? Producer slash blogger? Do you think he should be a blogger?
I think so. I think he should really, really work hard on being a blogger. And that's all right. I hope, he needs to work on that because producing it's not working very well for him. Do you remember that show he did, First 15 Minutes? I like that show with Tiffany Pollard and Benzino was on there, Jennifer Lewis. It was
Claudia Jordan.
Claudia Jordan. That was good. I like that. But
let's give Carlos this. He's a damn good producer.
He was good on Atlanta.
And
he was good on Atlanta.
The same since he left. Let's face it.
He was. But
Nina, sound off.
He's a little bit desperate, and it's sad.
Hold on, you're on mute, Nina. You're on mute.
Okay, so first of all, how you gonna permanently delete me?
I hit the wrong button.
Don't do that, Sharrell. You know, we just talked about friends the other week, so. But listen, I just want to say one thing, and it is, Robyn should come back. I think it was Dom that said she needs to come back as a friend. She needs to come back, and she needs to come back as a friend. Because she shouldn't be able to get away with that BS. And she been mean all season. She been mean to everybody all season. It's like, now it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? I want her and Giselle gone. They need them two gone.
But Nina, you don't want to see the storyline of Juan cheating?
No, I'm saying she needs to come back as a friend. I think if she come back as a
friend of who?
Yeah, friend of
a friend of Giselle.
Friend of Karen.
Who else?
Friend of Karen.
Giselle
or Karen, because everybody hates to get in Karen's bad seat. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to ride along with her because Karen gonna always come out on top. Which
she is. Exactly. And that's another reason why they brought on Charisse so they can avoid Robyn's business. They brought on Charisse to go after Candace.
But
Karen.
I want Charisse to come back. I want Charisse to come back, and I want her to. Yeah, I want her to come back.
You want her to come back under what capacity?
Yeah.
Just being Charisse,
linebacker.
There you go, linebacker. Somebody we can pick at. We need somebody we can pick at. Yeah, we do.
No, we don't need Charisse back. She's
poor now.
I'm just saying, Charisse, I think she would be good to come back, even
in
the role.
Did you say bring her back so we could pick on her?
Yeah, that's what I did. Y'all know I'm petty.
That's AJ's job.
I'm petty sometimes. But listen,
we're gonna pick on her.
I think that if anybody has to it needs to be Giselle and her sidekick, her linebacker, which is Robyn. And I think it's time for Mia's ass to go. I'm sick of Mia.
No, I like Mia.
Not yet.
I like Mia.
Wendy needs to go.
I don't dislike Mia, but I don't like the person Mia is becoming. She's trying to ride on the coattail of a Candace.
But Nina, Mia's broke. How's she gonna keep playing rich?
She needs the money. She needs the money. That's why she's in that condo.
But that would be a nice story.
I think she'll come back and get a season to redeem herself, like y'all
that
gave.
She needs to redeem herself, but she can't be a Candace. And I think she's trying to be too much like Candace on the low key. But you can drop me. Candace don't do nothing, but Candace don't do nothing. And her husband, is he trying to make a comeback or something? Because he and every time somebody comment, he in their comment section.
Oh my God.
Is he trying to make a comeback too? Like,
wait a minute, Nina.
Yes, we got it too. I got it too with him on Twitter.
Candace, get rid of your husband, huh?
Is Chris still going in people's comment section?
Yeah.
Yes, I got into it with him a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
Chris is going into people's comment section. Yes, Chris is. When people comment, even when Candace commented on something, he went back and said, "Oh, so now we're going to talk about somebody telling lies on somebody or some old crap like that." You know, like Giselle told a lie on him.
Yeah, that's his club now.
Yeah. So, but you can drop me, Sharrell. I love y'all. I'm getting my oil changed.
He's a run boy.
Bye, Nina.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you, Nina. I love you.
But you know what, Sharrell?
So he's got a new job now. He's the run boy.
My personal opinion is, I think they should bring back the whole cast and have Mia's junk mess come out about her being broke. Mm-hmm. Have Juan confess that he cheated, and that'd be a good story.
Yes, we need to have like a hidden camera thrown in there too.
And
there must be footage out there of him.
Mia has always been open from season 1, so I think she would do it.
Let me read this really quick, and then I'm going to bring up one more person. If it's left up to the green-eyed monster, Giselle, Robyn won't be fired. Exactly. Giselle's Robyn's ride or die. If you ask me, Robyn should have been demoted to friend status to Giselle because Robyn's boring. She won't be boring anymore.
Maybe Carrie and Wendy can film with the.
She's got a point.
It's just
Robyn is boring.
Robyn's turn to be in the hot seat. It's time to get her ducks in a row on the show.
It's like you're getting a thrill out of Robyn.
Let's put her in the hot seat, and then we can just throw her out. And then she can become like demoted.
Addicted to Love, sound off. Really quickly.
I believe that Robyn does need to come back next season. However, she needs to be reduced back to like the entry-level rate. And I know she's going to accept it.
You want them to cut her salary?
Yes.
Or should be more broke.
I want her to cut her salary. I want them to cut her salary, and I want them to dog walk her throughout the entire season.
She might as well just
I don't know what to make of the panel. You guys just crack me. You want them to take away her money, but Juan's not going to have a job soon. Then what is she going to do?
Which is why she's going to be even more desperate to take what little pittance that they do.
She can be the water.
Otherwise, you know what she's going to end up doing? Going back to filling out surveys to buy groceries.
You know something, Sharrell? I don't know if you remember this, but wasn't there like a couple of weeks ago that they said Robyn and Juan wasn't coming back to the show?
I haven't heard that. Have you, Perry? Did you hear it?
Oh.
Because Perry gets some news.
It was rumors like that, but I'm not sure.
Right? Okay, I know. I'm not tripping, but I swore I heard a rumor that she wasn't coming back, and I think that's even more of a reason why she did it on the podcast and Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she will come back. She needs the money. She's desperate. She needs the money.
She does.
She hasn't got another job.
Because I forgot they built that new house. Well, she built that new house.
I want you to step back for a minute and be in the chat mentally. You guys sound like vultures. You are coming for Robyn. Does anybody want to change their statements?
No.
Robyn,
not at all.
We can't wait to see Robyn break down. It's gonna happen.
I think
it's
she's
gonna
an
be
evil
so
genius.
good.
That's what I think.
You want her to
Yeah.
have a nervous breakdown. Something's wrong
Yeah.
with you, AJ.
It's gonna happen. We want to see it. We've seen it like almost happen, but it's gonna. If it's gonna happen next,
and she definitely needs, and she needs to get cussed. One needs to get cussed off for that whole theatrics he did on the phone towards Karen. He definitely need to get dragged when the whole situation was true.
Yeah, he need to get one. And then what's so bad about it? They need to get linebacker and tell her, no, we're sorry. Your service is no longer needed.
Go ahead, Emmanuel. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna
Sharik's sexual chuckle.
just a little different topic.
Hold on, you guys let Emmanuel talk. You gotta stop, AJ. You are a mess.
Just a little different.
You know,
as far as Mary Cosby, I'm not a big fan of her because she did say some racist things in the whole church, whatever.
Right.
But I feel like Bravo is desperate to get her back because that's the only way that show will be able to survive. But then I was thinking also, for next season, Karen and Wendy could film a scene with Juan's ex-girlfriend.
You are just
yes, that'd be
because
so
your voice
good.
is soft does not mean you're not messy. You are just as messy as the rest of us. Let me ask Butterfly this. Butterfly, do you watch Salt Lake City?
You know what? This season I really just wasn't interested, but I was just so disappointed in Jen Shaw.
Would you watch it again if Mary Cosby came back?
I don't know, cause I kind of, I don't know,
I know I'm on
the whole bleaching of the skin, scamming the church people, married to a grandfather. I don't know.
It's already been done.
I've been telling you to watch it, Sharrell. This season, I've been telling you to watch it, but
I mean, I might watch it on the upcoming season since Mary's coming back, because I think that they need to fire one person to make room for another housewife. That's
Do you think so?
Who do you think they should get rid of and make room for Mary?
Because they're all given.
Wait, Andrew.
Who do I think they should fire?
Yeah.
I hate to say this. I like her and she's sweet behind the scenes, but Lisa Barlow's gotta go.
She never do wrong. She never does anything wrong.
She's boring.
She's boring.
She's good TV.
Lisa's
Lisa
good.
Barlow
Lisa's
is good TV.
No, Lisa's
She's
gotta
the
go.
one.
You can't get rid of Meredith. Meredith could have another affair any minute. Okay, can't get rid of Meredith.
And
Can't get rid of
Meredith
Whitney.
is too.
Whitney will do anything for the cameras. Can't get rid of Heather Day because she also would do anything for the cameras.
Yeah, she will. Anything
And
for a
they'll
date too. She'll do anything for a date too.
Yeah,
okay, that part. Remember
Let
the
me
guy
read
she
this
went
really
home with
quick.
from the first season?
She likes a black man.
Let me.
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah,
it's true.
Let me read this really quickly. Sharrell, what time you going on Conscious TV tonight? Well, Conscious TV needs to go on, love to go on in the middle of the night. So it's probably going to be close to 7 my time, 10 o'clock your time. But I'll
Who is that? Is that TV
show?
That's,
I didn't know you was going over there. This is gonna be good. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that an American TV show? American talk show host?
No. It's a YouTube drama. You don't know. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
I also want to watch Miami.
Oh, Miami is good. That's that's good.
I don't like Miami. You guys know when I add on new shows, I'm already packed with working, and to sit there and watch new shows, it's got to be really good. Is it good?
Did you see the trailer for Candy's new show, The
Escape? That is added to the list.
That's
so good.
That's not Candy's show. SWV's on there too.
Oh, you know what I mean.
SWV.
I'm watching it for SWV because I'm over Escape. All they nonsense they got going on, I'm over them.
Let's get in PR.
That's gonna be
Candy
good.
still
I'm
cannot
definitely gonna be
sing.
covering it.
And she can sing.
I am locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Yo, you just remind me with a tie did. Every man wants a woman.
That show is going to be canceled mid-season. Trust me.
It's gonna be canceled.
Oh my God, I'm talking overtime. Oh my God, way over. All right, you guys. Thank you for calling in and dragging the hell out of Robyn. Thank you guys for calling in. I'm sure we'll have more Robyn stories because they're saying she's really panicking behind the scenes. She's really worried.
As she should be.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to fire her. I think they're going to find the dirt. I think that lady that we've been talking about for 2 years that was having an affair with Juan needs to call into Bravo.
Sharrell. Yeah. She needs to call Sharrell.
I wouldn't be surprised. Sharrell, I wouldn't be surprised if Wendy and Karen get a hold of that woman and tell her to come onto the show as a friend.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, the only thing is
like
to Bravo because they will pay you.
But Karen, yes.
The only thing is saving Robyn's job is she's finally going to turn on Giselle for giving her bad advice and start spilling some of Giselle's tea. That is going to be her saving grace.
Oh, all right, guys, I got to end this. I got to end it. You guys, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. Thank you, panel. You guys this was fun.
Yeah.
We have a target now.
Yep.
Yes.
Rob's a builder.
All right, guys. Thanks for calling in. I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for having me.
Bye,
Perry. Bye, Perry. Bye, Sharrell.
That's funny. We have a new target. That is a hot mess. Okay. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel. You do. So I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Please make sure you hit that like button on your way out. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I am simply out of time. Perry, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys. Everybody.